Hey guys, this is Introducing Emmy, and we're back with another Redline Tuesday. This one was sent to us by Martian. Oh, I get that now. I kind of know this person, so I've read their name quietly to myself many times. Anyway, martianhope.deviantart.com, and real quick, let me back off so you can see the whole thing. Woo, it's a little too far. So it's a gray type alien OC to go with my comic Trying Human, and they just wanted my feedback. So here's the dealio. This is not how I draw grays, but I'm not gonna get into all that hemming and hawing about that. I'm just gonna go for general anatomy type stuff. I'm gonna make that a little lighter. Just gonna even out the features. This should probably be a pretty quick one, all things considered. One sec. Okay, sorry. Had a little bit of lag. Again, I always start at the neck for some reason, especially with these Redline Tuesdays. I mean, this isn't how I'd probably start a composition of my own. You wanna come play? Okay, there it goes. Photoshop has just not been getting along with my recordings lately. Uno momento. Okay. I reduced the size a little bit and set priority on Photoshop. I think it I think when I run my recorder, it just prioritizes the recorder when it doesn't really need to, because there is nothing going on with my recorder. Okay, so let me draw a center line here. Alright, so it's pretty centered. I'm going to put a little mark right there. Now when you're drawing a character that is made of curves, you don't want things to just fall straight up and down like that, save for their posture. You want stuff to flow and curve. Just like that. And I would even draw some crosshairs just to sort of help you position everything on the body, like all these little medallions and whatnot. So, I'm just thinking how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if this is part of the dress or a stand that she's on. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just assume this is something she's standing on because I think she ends right here. And then we're gonna get cheaty. Okay, and then we're just gonna duplicate that and flip it, and bam, there you go. That's the base, or the bottom part of her dress anyway. The thingy that she's standing on. Let me just get rid of this center line here. Okay. So, I really wish, you can't see it over here, but my rotate tool is never defaulted to my rotate tool. Like, there's multiple tools there. There's hand tool and then rotate tool. It's always defaulted to hand tool, and I never use the hand tool. I always use the rotate tool, and I can't seem to get it to default to anything but that. But anyway, I digress. So let's draw her skirty skirt. So let's do away with this. And let's have some fun with her skirt. Now, if you want to go skin tight, go skin tight. You know, just like pencil skirt it all the way to the floor like Morticia Addams. That's hot. Do it. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can do some nice wrinkles, like twisted. And all you have to do is just give it a little like notch to kind of imply where the folds are there. Sorry, the side turned out a little sloppier than I would have liked. Okay. And then let us turn back around here. So now there's like a little bit more of a rhythm to her outfit going down. It's not just like a tube. Okay. She reminds me a little bit of like Gracilis from my comic. She wears like a long, pretty tight jacket thingy. It's like a jacket dress. Okay, and let's I'm just gonna skip ahead and do some of these medallions because I think they're neat. So I did decrease the size of the image a little bit. So this is probably looking pretty pixely to Yin's. So another thing you can do to help make everything look really contoured is now I'm pretty sure these are gems. They look similar to the ones that are on her head. And there is like a bust version of this drawing that's like from here up where it's inked and colored. So I kind of have an idea of what they were going for here. But anyway, another thing you can do to kind of make this more 3D is to like curve the shines. Rather than just kind of like shine, you know what I mean? Also, I'm sorry if my voice sounds raspy. I think I might be getting a little bit of a sore throat. Okay, and then let's do her head. So when I draw my alien heads, I have a very specific formula that I do. So I usually draw like a straight and then a circle for the back of the head. And I have this like kind of way that I build the heads up that I have basically down to like an art now. Ha 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 ha. My sore throat. So Yeah, so this isn't exactly how I would draw my grays. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. I probably said it like a dozen times now, but I'm just saying it again. Just make sure that head is nice and round. Okay, and I can see a middle line here. I'm just going to go over it again. But I've moved the chin a little bit. So basically what I've done to this head is from the side I've given her a little bit of a chin. Just a little thing, you know, nothing major. And it also helps move her neck back a little more on the skull. So like originally it kind of looked like her neck could have been like sitting very far forward, but now I've just moved it back a little bit. So she's still got an alien silhouette, but it's just a little more definable just to see that little bit of a chin right there. Okay, so now we're going to draw the eyes. In the original, you had it balanced correctly. I'm just going to move it ever so slightly. So we're going to have one eye here, and then I think the other eye will be there. Debating if that's too far apart. Well, we're going to go with it and see what happens. Okay. Also, these gemstones aren't supposed to be faceted, but having faceted stones can help drawing in perspective. You know what I mean? Like, because faceted stones have like more breakdowns on the inside, so that can help, you know, if you're going for that sort of a thing. Or it can just complicate the entire mess. Now, I actually like faceted stones. I should probably draw them more, but I don't. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a ball sitting on the outside of the head or not, but I'm gonna have it kind of embedded the same way that the eyes are, just so there's like an echo of a similar shape there. Now this is interesting. So you probably couldn't actually see this shape. It would probably be like here on this character. So yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. I would also so I didn't know originally that this, well, now I'm actually confused. I think this is supposed to be tassel. Let me turn that. This is supposed to be tassel, and this is an arm because it's like colored in, it's darker, like the same way the body is. So I kind of get what you were going for here, but I would still recommend defining the elbow a little more, like the arm shape in general. Also make sure that that this is the same length as that. Just trust me on that. It's something that human beings expect to see, so. And again, I wasn't really sure like if these were supposed to be like little hands or not. Little like mitteny hands. I'll just do something like that. I don't know. Little mitteny hands. They're cute. That's not how I draw great. It's not how I do it. It doesn't matter, but they're cute. And then you can draw your tasseliness. So now we've done like sort of the anatomy of the creature here. I guess we can just go on top. Let me pick a color. Let's do a grade, but like a lighter grade. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So now we're moving into armor territory, and I'm trying to see. Okay, I think I understand. So, well, hey now, this is faceted. So then we have a piece that goes like this. I think I'm like overcomplicating this. Oh goodness. Okay. So I am no grand champion of drawing armor. So I'm not even gonna like try to explain anything. No, I would recommend when you do armor to what would I recommend? I would recommend breaking everything down into shapes, excuse me, and to keep everything generally symmetrical, save for decorative pauldrons. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like all your like shoulder bits that look interesting. Now this character, I think this is supposed to be more decorative than protective, so I'm not gonna like get into like, ooh, her shoulders would just fall off in combat or something. You know, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, okay. Yeah. Shut up. So these look fine, these like big tassel things. Though, this one, you know what, I'm going to go over it because we still got 10 minutes and I feel like I haven't done enough. Okay, so the one thing that I would do personally is instead of having this piece basically mirrored on the other side, I would have it more like this. Because remember what we discussed earlier, that the ball would actually be more over here, and so this would be a slightly different angle. I mean, I'm just like mirroring it right now to give you an idea of how it would look like behind her body, but basically just try to fight that symmetry, that thing. I know it's tough and you want to do it, but you gotta fight it. It would probably be a little more like over here behind character. Like I don't think it would curve out that far, but it's just to give you an idea of what it might look like. And then let's do an orange. Then there are kind of like these ropes. Ah, Emmy, stop. There we go. So I would put like a little bit of a line and a shadow there just to show that it goes, you know, behind her, and then it's a little more sculptural and 3D. And I love that word sculptural for some reason. I think it's just gonna help you out a whole ton. Same for this one. I'm also just pulling these arcs up off the armor to make sure there's enough room for this tube to fall on top there. Nice. Nice. And then these guys, I'm not sure if they're like supposed to be fabric or what have you, but it would be cool if as they went down, they got a little heavier near the bottom, like kind of like bunched a little bit and then tapered and went back up. So you have kind of like a little sack or something near the end, like a gathering of fabric. See, I'm not really sure what these are exactly supposed to be, so I'm really like winging it here on the design front, but I just think that looks kind of cool. You know, do another one over here. Reminds me of, oh boy, here's an anime reference going way back. Saber Marionette J. There's a character named Cherry. She's one of the 3 main robot girls in the show. Spoilers, there's robots. And she had kind of hair like this, where it sort of came down to like a ball. Something like that. Okay. So I think, oops, that is a little too far out. There we go. I like it. It's so pretty. Multiply. Collapse down onto the other layers. Multiply again. Yay. One sec. I'm just gonna do a little yours and mine kind of transition. So yeah, I hope those tips are helpful. You do not have to follow them by any means. You can just tell me to piss off. But if any of that helps you out, those are some options for your artiness. And I'm just gonna do a victory stretch at the end of my Redline Tuesday. There we go. And yeah, cool. So real quick, I think we're under 20 Redlines left, and then I have no more. So yeah, sad day. Keep sending them in. Send them to emy.bitner at IntroducingEmy.com, which is also on my banner. If you go to my YouTube page and look, there is an email address there. So do that. Send that to me. Be a cool person. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!